Hello, my name is Taylor Darcy. I'm a California licensed attorney. I work with small businesses and entrepreneurs to help them build a successful legal foundation. Today, we're going to talk about what is a sole proprietor. A sole proprietor is anyone that starts a business in their own name. For instance, if your name is John Smith and you want to start a plumbing business, literally all you have to do is go out and start accepting payment for your services. You take checks in your own name, or payment, whatever. I don't know if we use checks anymore. Not many people do. And you begin a business. And that is the simplest, easiest way to start. There are no requirements to accept payment unless your city or state require you to, such as filing. In California, you would need to have a business license. Depending on your area. Some areas, some cities require a business license, some do not. It's completely up to them. And so you'd want to check with your local area, city. A lot of times if you're in an unincorporated area, so San Diego County but not San Diego, then you would not need a business license or a permit. The other thing that you would need is if you're selling products, is a sales tax permit. And what that is it allows you to not charge sales tax on things that you would plan on reselling. So if you are a wholesaler, you buy in bulk and then you turn around and sell it, then you're not going to get dinged twice. And that's important because you're going to want to make sure that you're reporting the sales tax and paying the sales tax to the Franchise Tax Board in California. So those are the simple answers of how to start a sole proprietor. Now, to give you a little bit more in depth, a sole proprietor does not allow any type of what's called a liability shield. So they're simple to start, but you are completely open. You're exposed, if you will, to if someone were to sue you, which is possible, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But if someone were to sue you, then your home, all your personal assets are potentially up for grabs. So you basically have unlimited liability when it comes to starting a business as a sole proprietor. Now, is that something to worry about? Yeah, I mean, it really does. If a product is bad or if you make a mistake and someone sues, then all of a sudden you have to pay a lot of money or potentially, have to go to court depending on the situation. So a sole proprietor is easy to start. It's, something that you can do fairly easy. But the problem is that you are on the hook for anything that happens contractually as well. So if you own a home, then that makes your home at risk. That means that your home will be at risk. If you own any type of like bank account, they can even do what's called a till tap, which you don't really need to know the details of that. They can actually come to your business and get cash if you started in your own name. They can do that regardless of the entity choice, but as far as a sole proprietor, they can also garnish other wages if you have other wages to take. Now, the other downside to a sole proprietor is that it's very hard to sell a sole proprietor. Transferring transferring an interest in a sole proprietor is challenging. And the reason why is because you're the business. Other business entities like an LLC, and you'll see that in one of my other videos, so stick around to check that video out. But a sole proprietor, you can't sell really an interest in yourself. You can't contractually sell portions of yourself. So you run the risk that if you're going to build this huge business up and then you decide that you want to sell it, it's a lot more complicated because then selling assets is more challenging. Versus if you form an actual business entity, then like a LLC or corporation, then you have the benefit of being able to sell either that interest, that membership interest in the case of an LLC, or you're able to sell the shares in the corporation. So that's just a brief glimpse into starting a business. It's very simple. It doesn't take a lot. In fact, most business licenses cost anywhere between 30 and 50, $60, depending on your location. But it's important that you consult an attorney or other professional before you make that decision, because you can have consequences that you're unaware of at this point. If you'd like to chat with me more and about getting your business started, feel free to leave something in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll be giving you lots more tips and tricks about starting a business and about how to get that business to go from 0 to 60. So stay tuned, and I look forward to getting to know you and helping you more.